Welcome into the PrimeTime National Championships in Carrollton, Texas. Here on Court 5 at IAD as we are to our 10th and final game of the first day, opening day here Thursday, as WestTexasFuze2 number 2 will take on the MonroeLadyLions from Louisiana. I'm Matt Reynolds, joined alongside Michael Knight here for our final broadcast of the evening. Neither of these two teams have played yet, as they are in Pool H, playing their first game today and final. They'll play 2 tomorrow. Both teams play at 7:20 and then follow that and play at 9:20 tomorrow. And it looks like we're just about ready to get things underway between the two squads. We've had a long day of basketball. It's been good here at the beautiful facility at the IAD. There's 6 total courts here. The courts that are being webcasted, we do have webcasting on court 4, 5, and 6. Court 5 is the main court of the arena, and that's where you can catch us for the entire weekend. We'll be back at it tomorrow again from 10:20 a.m. through a 9:20 game start. 10 to 10 we'll be on. Then Saturday we'll start bracket play. Both teams going over last minute things. For the Lions, on the floor, it's going to be Nisi Brown, Quell Robinson, Megan Prudhomme, and nice. Roster is not complete. They are missing number 44.
And I'd like to give a shout out to the Doubletree Hotel for giving us complimentary breakfast. It was delicious this morning, and I'm already looking forward to tomorrow.
Oh, man.
It's the little things, Matt. It's the little things.
The tip is won by the West Texas Fuse. They'll have it and drive in. A shot from the left side of the wing. Up. I'm almost positive the rosters on this game are all completely off. That's fantastic. I do not have a number 6 on my roster.
All you can do is apologize.
And
blame the coach. That's what I do. I apologize and then blame the coach for not giving an accurate roster.
At the line is Nisi Brown for Monroe. She knocks down the first points of the night for either team from the stripe, and she'll knock down 2. And a pass, I don't know who they were passing it to, but it's stolen away by Monroe. D. Jones with the steal. Can't convert there on an opportunity, and back come the other way, come the Fuse. Tate over in the corner to number 6.
Yeah, that's about all you can do, man.
Lions walk it up the court.
It's either that or just make up a name.
Robinson has it. She'll set up the offense. Out near the NBA three-point line. D. Jones drives in, puts up a shot off the backboard. Can't get it to fall, but she's headed to the line for 2.
Slow start for both teams. I mean, only a minute played. And you said that this is their first game, right?
You're correct.
Man, 9:20 start, and it's the first game that you're playing in this tournament. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to play in the last game as your first game, as well as just playing in the first game of the day in general.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. And with Monroe coming from Louisiana, I'm sure they've been on the road at some point today, and they didn't stay last night. Maybe they did. But with them playing at 9:20, I would think that'd be the case. Jones misses the first. Second, On its way, and she misses that one as well, going over 2 from the line. They try to save it, but that's just not happening. And West Texas Fuse will take back over. Get it in. It's pressure in the backcourt. And they'll get it across. Looking for somewhere here. Parks with a nice entry pass to Rawls. She goes up for 2. And we're going to call a foul on the floor. Try to get it inside to Johnson. Nothing doing as it's knocked away. Ball thrown in. Tate has it, drives, shot up, too short. Rebound battle for, won by the Lions, Nisi Brown. Kick it out to the top of the key. Over there in the corner, and that's D. Jones. She's short. She'll call it a pass. It's her teammate, Megan Prudhomme, found it. Gets it back to her, and D. Jones on the board with a shot, getting a friendly roll.
Yeah, nice little touch off the glass. Got it to touchdown, and a nice steal from behind. It's a quick turnover.
Robinson with the steal for the Lions. Headed the other way, crosses over and breaks the ankles of somebody. Ouch. Can't finish it though. So no points for the Lions.
But it looked really good.
It looked great until the shot didn't fall. Fuse, work it around. Top of the key, I'll have it on the wing. 3-pointer from NBA range, knocked down. An impressive range by Tate. Monroe driving in, kick it out to D. Jones. D. Jones puts it up from the corner. She's too short. Rebound battled for it. It's going to be out of bounds off of Monroe. They're going to say it went off of Nisi Brown. I'm Matt Reynolds, joined by Michael Knight. Here at the 2014 Primetime National Championships, we're broadcasting the 11th and 12th grade girls division here in pool play. Pool H. Shot knocked down by Wright. That's our first points of the night. This is our 10th game we have broadcasted today. We'll be back tomorrow for 10 more. Saturday for bracket play. Driving in and getting fouled is Quell Robinson, pardon me. She'll head to the line for the first time. First one, in and out. And mass subs for the Lions coming in the game is Alyssa Washington, Jamira Davis, and once she turns, I'll be able to see her number. And the third sub is Angel Antwine. Fuse pushing the ball up the floor. So far we've had a competitive ball game. Tate drops it off. Shot in the corner is too short. Monroe with the rebound. Antwine, she'll slow it down. Nice pass down low, but it's going to be knocked away, and they're going to say it ended up going out of bounds off of Jamira Davis's hands.
Low-scoring game here in the early going. Both teams just struggling on offense. The defense isn't both teams' defenses aren't doing anything particularly great. It's just the offenses are struggling to get going here.
And that can be expected in your first game, especially when your first game's at 9:20. And we're going to have a travel. You can't exactly just roll on the floor. She lost her footing. That was Tate. And Monroe walk it up at floor. Driving in is Robinson. Robinson kicking it out. Shot too long from Antoine. Tate, nice outlet pass to her teammate who's fouled, and that was a hard foul into the wall. Both players going to the floor, to the deck, and 2 shots will be for Rawls at the line. Her first attempts on the line of the day. And she can extend the Fuze's lead. 11:49 left here in the first half. First free throw is up and in. Extending the lead to 3. Second free throw. On its way and rims in and out. Rebound pulled down by Jamira Davis. And Monroe heads the other way, trailing by 3. Driving in, kicking it. Jones has it down low. She puts up a shot too long. As she's fouled, she's headed to the line for 2. Want to give our excellent crew today a shout out. They've kept us on air for 10 games and done a great job. Chris White, Jake Stillman, Malik Carter, Jamal James, Elliot LeBlane, Keegan Sandusky, Luke Stillman, and Lindsey Deline. They'll be back with us tomorrow for another slate of 10 games. There's not much time in between these games, and they've done a great job of keeping us on air back and forth. First free throw from Jones was good. Her second is up. Count it. She got them both. Tate brings it up. Leading by 1. Nice move to the basket. She puts it up off the glass. Too hard. They get the board. Rawls puts it up and in from the left elbow. Extending the lead back to 3. Monroe. Robinson at the top of the key. She calls out the play. Kicks it around to the left side wing now. Driving in and blocked is Washington. A nice block by new entry to the game, Hudlin. Just over 10.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Last game of the evening, game number 10. Tate pulls up for 3. She's off to the left. Rebound battled for, and Hudlin has it. She gets it knocked away. And Monroe headed the other way quickly. Antoine drives in. She'll kick to the corner. A corner 3 is too long from Washington. Both teams pressing the pace here. Tate with it, top of the key. She'll go. She'll back it out. She falls down, maintains her dribble. She's being hassled on the defensive end by Washington. Great defense by Washington to not foul. Shot up, and there's going to be a foul called on D. Jones.
Still, I mean, it's been a really slow-paced game. A lot of whistles.
There has been a lot of foul calls.
I mean, we've only We've only played 6 minutes and combined 17 points between the two squads, which, I mean, 17 points in 6 minutes isn't that bad, but still, the fact that we've only played 6 minutes is what gets me.
And I stand corrected. We have 11 games tomorrow, and we will be starting at 9:10. So even one more than we had today. Busy, busy day ahead of us. This is our final game for the night, 10th and final, between West Texas Fuse, team number 2, and Louisiana Monroe LadyLions. Fuse leads 11-7. This ball is knocked out of bounds as Washington had her shot blocked by Rawls. Shot into D. Jones. D. Jones, her shot's blocked. Put back no good, and Tate quickly the other way. As a teammate open, she'll give it to her for 3, and the tray is drained by Adriana Rawls. It's her first basket of the night.
A little bit of momentum for Fuse.
Lions trying to get things rolling here. Open shot from the corner for Washington, and she answers right back with a 3 of her own.
No more momentum.
Could we see another 3? We're just going to drop 3s for the rest of the game. I wouldn't mind it. 8:50 to go here in this first half. Fuse works it around to Tate. Tate trying to work it down low. She gets it down low, but Hudlin can't do anything with it. Jones with a nice block. Washington the other way. She'll go coast to coast almost and knock down the layup, but just runs in and out. Tate headed the other way. She sees an open lane, takes advantage, puts the 2 up, can't get it to fall too strong. Washington will now walk it up from Monroe and slow the pace down. She gives it off the left wing, and I don't know where Antoine was trying to pass to. Miscommunication between teammates there. D. Jones will check out of the game momentarily. 8 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the first half, and we have a timeout.
I mean, not a whole lot going on in this game. 14-10. Both teams going back and forth. Defensive struggle. Well, it's not a struggle for the defense. It's an offensive struggle, defensive battle for both squads. But you get the feeling, especially on that last sequence, that you had both squads hitting a couple of 3s, right next to each other. These two teams could start to heat up at any moment. They haven't really shown a whole lot of signs of that, but it could happen.
They haven't shown signs of it until those 2 3s, really. But maybe that gets one of the teams at least momentum's going on offense, and they're able to start hitting some shots. We have a new check-in for Monroe. We'll get you the name shortly on that one, as they've checked in 2 new players. Fuse working it around. Get it over to Tate. Down low and swatted is Johnson. New check-in is Dondra Griffin.
Yeah, good help defense getting over there and swatting that shot out of bounds.
And Laura Norman also checks in for the Fuse. Monroe trying to bring some pressure here on defense. Fuse is able to get it in, break pressure with ease, get it to Tate. She'll put up a floater, but before she puts up the floater, they're going to have a foul on the floor. Foul's going to go against Antoine. And the ball is at her booth.
That was a solid pass, Matt.
Thank you, sir.
Solid pass.
I try. I was thinking about just chunking it up for a shot, but then the clock wouldn't have started.
You would have embarrassed yourself.
Probably not. And a nice steal by Monroe. They're headed the other way and quickly. And newly checked into the game, Griffin puts up a shot. She can't get it to fall. Still battling down there. And Monroe puts it up. Lauren Norman can't get the shot to fall, but she's going to head to the line for the first time tonight for 2. That was a nice steal there by Davis. Jamera Davis had the steal and the breakaway. Neither team is really pulling away.
No, it's until now. It's now 14-11. It felt like it had been 14-10 for several minutes. I'm talking game minutes, not real-time minutes.
Norman knocks down the free throw, 2 for 2. Monroe head coach is getting into it. Shouting instructions, making sure their players know that they want them impressed. They want to see the defense, tenacious defense, and Tate steps out of bounds right there on the line, and Monroe will get the ball on a turnover. She couldn't believe it, and after she looked, she's like, I probably did. Monroe has it taken away. Davis gets it stripped by Ashley Gora.
I think what happened there was she heard a whistle on the next court and thought it was on our court, so she stopped and simply just stopped playing.
That has happened a few times throughout the day. It's going to happen when you're in a 6-court venue. Whistles going off left and right. Almost just play through the whistle till they tell you to stop. They're yelling at you to stop. All right.
So you hear multiple whistles.
6:42 left. Fuse 2 leads 14-12 over the Louisiana Monroe Lady Lions. West Texas Fuse has kept their lead. It hadn't been a big lead. They've held on to it. A great play by Monroe's Jamera Davis, but she taps it back into the wrong team. 3-pointer from the right wing, no good. Here come the other way, Norman for Monroe. In the corner for a tray that's knocked down and drained by Antoine. That's her first basket on the night. The Lions, they are having the momentum on their side. Up 15-14 now. For the first time in a while, they have the lead. Led very, very early in this game. Checking into the game for the first time is Amber Sellers for the Monroe Lady Lions. And right as I say that, she checks out. She was in. And driving now is Robinson. She has it taken away. Here come the Fuse. And just flat out hammered. But before she got hit, she traveled. Cannot travel. That was Whitfield for the Fuse. Lions calling out the play. Set up the offense here. Have it on the right wing. Back Back to the top of the key, just playing some catch. Nearly had it stolen. Inside. Can't get it to fall. It's Brown. Rebound back out, though, to home. She can't get it to fall. And then an and one opportunity. Nice play by Nisi Brown. She never quit on the ball, kept battling. Eventually got the rebound after 3 offensive rebounds, able to put it in. Brown and her teammates battling there to keep the ball alive. She can put her team up by 4. This is the free throw. They get their own rebound. Now back outside, a 3. Too hard off the glass for Robinson. Back the other way now, and it's stolen by Monroe, and they're going to call a foul. Foul will be called on Fuse. Fuse 2 with the foul. Foul was on Whitfield.
Monroe's got their own little cheering section behind their bench.
Yeah, they traveled very well from Louisiana. We're getting it hype for our last game, and we need it. We need a strong crowd for our last game to get us through our 10th game of the day. And also, I'd take a good game, which is what we have on our hands, and a nice 3-pointer drained from the corner by Monroe's Alyssa Washington. And there was contact, no foul called. She puts the Lions up 20-14. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Lions. Fuse will maintain possession. Lions on an 8-0 run here to take the lead.
Yeah, a 6-point lead. We've had these games already today, and I've already mentioned it, but you know, in a game that's been so close and there hasn't been a whole lot of scoring, a 6-point lead feels like a 10-point lead.
Definitely can when teams have not been able to find the bucket. Monroe has started being able to find the bottom of the bucket, and a turnover there, which is something Fuse 2 cannot do. Monroe. Robinson bringing up the court. She'll cross over, drives in, puts up the floater. Can't get the nice friendly roll. Tate has it, and she's going to be fouled. They're going to give the foul to Alyssa Washington. That's her first. I don't know how far of a drive it is from Louisiana, but I know it's not short. And they have a great crowd on hand. Tate gets it inbounds, and she's being harassed, but they got to get her across half court, and they do so. Alyssa Parks, and now the ball stolen away by Monroe. Monroe's defensive pressure giving the Fuse fits. Foul's going to go on 11. Whitfield. That's her third. Inbounding the ball will be Kiera Home. She's a new check into the game, just checked back in.
The officials at the scores table trying to clear something up.
And the ball touched the black rope, so it's a dead ball. 3:43 to go here in the first half. Matt Reynolds alongside Michael Knight. For the first day of pool play here in the 11th and 12th grade girls high school division at the PrimeTime National Championships. And what a play by Tate, and one. You could tell that got her going and got the crowd going here that's supporting the West Texas Fuze 2 team.
Is the West Texas Fuse 1 team here?
I have no clue. I have yet to see a 1, but I'm going to guess so, since they're called number 2. Maybe they just like the number 2. She cans the free throw. And she cuts the deficit to just 3. Under 3.5 minutes to play. Pump fake. Now Robinson backs it out. She drives back in. She has the ball stripped and headed the other way quickly as Parks. She gives it to Tate. Tate blows the layup right at the rim, but gets the rebound back. Now Tate for the tray. She got it. We're tied at 20.
It looked good as soon as she released it.
Beautiful shot. Monroe working around. They try to answer with a tray of their own, and they do so with Megan Prudhomme knocking it down from downtown. And this game is speeding up here in the last 5 minutes of the first half. Checking in the game is D. Jones. Checking out will be Nisi Brown. Also checking out is Kiera Holm. And checking back in is Jamira Davis. Tate tries to get it down low. She does so, but traveling before she puts it up and in is Hudlin. Fuse2 trail by 3. They had the lead and held on to it early in the first half. Since then, Monroe went on an 8-0 run. Has yet to give back the lead. Stolen away by the Fuse. Now they try to go a half-court pass all the way down low, and that's just not happening. Knocked out of bounds. They'll take it out from the baseline. Approaching 2 minutes to play here on our 10th and final broadcast. 10th and final game of the day. At day 1 of the PrimeTime National Championships. I'm Matt Reynolds, joined by Michael Knight. We'll be back tomorrow at 9:20. Pardon me, 9:10. As the inbounds pass. Too long on the long 2 attempt. And we'll have 11 games slate for tomorrow. Shot missed, and man, I don't know how she didn't get a foul. I think she may be hurt. I think she came down on her arm. It did not look good, but maybe she's going to be okay. She looks like she's just holding it.
I think she's more frustrated than hurt.
Well, as soon as she's holding her wrist, she's hurt. We'll see how. I'll have to watch that. That's Robinson. And a nice second chance opportunity for Jamira Davis. She'll head to the line. Robinson still holding that wrist. She came down on it hard. That doesn't look good. At the line. First one. In and out for Davis. Robinson will take a seat. In comes Lord Norman. Second free throw is also missed. And the Fuse2 have a chance to tie this game with the 3-pointer. Foot on the line. Doesn't matter because the shot goes in and out. But stolen away by the Fuse2. A nice steal, a nice pass to Tate. Tate can't finish it. Tapped it to a teammate. She can't put it in. Back to Tate now. Tate driving in with the floater. Too short. Back up. Off the backboard too hard. Rebound goes down to Davis for Monroe. And Monroe takes back over. They'll slow it down. In the corner to Jones. She gives it out. Great defense by the Fuse there, forcing that turnover. Now they'll have a chance here with the minute 20 to tie it up with a shot from long range. Tate walks it up the floor. Gives it off to the right-hand side. He'll get it back, now throws it down low. Hoodland can't get it to fall. Jones with the board. Three-point shot from the top of the key is no good from Amber Sellers. She steals it back. Gets it off to a teammate, off to Griffin. Over to Jones.
Could hold for the last shot here with 35 seconds left.
Looks like what they're trying to do here at least. Tate trying to force them to go a little sooner than she'd like. "15 seconds and Tate nearly steals it away. She does steal it away. And Fuse2 headed the other way, and she's going to be fouled. If the second half is anything like the first half, we're in for a tight game. Inbound. Oh, that's a killer. Steps right on the line and backcourt. Got to know where you are on the court. Cannot afford those type of turnovers, and that was Johnson. Jalen Johnson. Right there on the line. So Monroe will have the last shot in all likelihood. 5 seconds. Sellers over, and the shot at the buzzer is going to be off the mark. And that'll do it for our first half. At the end of the first half, Monroe Lady Lions lead 23-20 over the West Texas Fuze2. I'm Matt Reynolds alongside Michael Knight. We'll have the second half for you coming up of our 10th broadcast here at the PrimeTime 2014 National Championships after this. Welcome back to the Primetime National Championships here in Carrollton, Texas. I'm Matt Reynolds, joined by Michael Knight. As we're coming out of the halftime break, Monroe Lady Lions lead 23-20 over West Texas Fuse Team 2. This is our 10th broadcast on the day, 10th and final game for today. We'll be back with 11 games tomorrow, starting at 9:10 a.m., running all the way through 10 o'clock. And then Saturday, bracket play begins. Monroe will have the ball to begin the second half. Robinson has her arm taped, has her wrist taped as she went down and had a tough fall. She got it taped during halftime while she was on the bench. And she seems to be all right. That's good to see. Tate bringing the ball up. She tries to get it down low to a teammate. Nothing doing there. Quickly with the ball is Robinson. That wrist looks just fine as she goes up. Can't get it to fall, but her teammate, Jamira Davis, knocks it up and in. They now extend their lead to 5, 25-20. A nice pass by Tate down low to Ashley Gorell for her first basket of the evening to cut it back to 3. Kick it over to the right side to Jones. Now they'll work it down. And the shot with a nice touch off the glass. Jamira Davis has her quickly. She has 4 points here in the second half.
Fast start here for both teams to start the second half.
With it being their first game of the day, you kind of maybe expect that. They're warmed up by now. And a foul is going to be called on Jamira Davis. Courts are starting to wrap up play. Court 6, 1, 2, and 3 have all went final for the day. Inside is Gorell. She kicks it out. And that is going to be airball. Too long on the three-point attempt. Fuse battling here, trying to get the ball back with the turnover, knock it out of bounds. But the Monroe Lady Lions are going to hold on to it. Robinson will inbound it. She'll get it right back from Sellers. Amber Sellers. Starting this second half. Robinson kicks it to the right wing. Back to her now. It's knocked away. Robinson going to be able to maintain it. Now 4 on 5. They try to take advantage of it, and D. Jones does so just inside the three-point line. That'll be 2 points.
Monroe off to a nice start. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Lady Lions.
I totally agree with you, and I'm happy to see that Robinson, that wrist, she got it taped up, and she looks to be just fine, and she's the general of this team. Nice drive by Sellers. She finds her way on the board here in the second half. And don't look now, but Monroe making a run. Monroe, Jamira Davis got away with the travel there. They get the ball quickly up to D. Jones, and she puts it in from the right block for 2, and they're up by 11. Turnovers generating offense, Michael.
Has either team been up by more than double digits?
They have not. That's the first time in this.
Been up by double digits, period, I guess.
Yeah, this is the largest lead of the day for either team. Tate drives in. She's going to be fouled from Robinson from behind. She'll go to the line for 2. Just a little over 13 minutes left to go here in our 10th and final game. First free throw is good. Checking back in the game is Hudlin. Checking out is Johnson for the Fuse. Couple subs for Monroe coming in. Is Home. And she's joined by Prudhomme. Free throw is good. Monroe with a deep three by Prudhomme. She can't get it to fall, just a little too long. She was on line. Tate being harassed in the backcourt, a nice spin move. She still has to get it across the half-court line. Uses another spin move just to break it just in time. Now she'll drive, kicks it out. A jumper, no good. And back out. D. Jones gives it off to Robinson. Robinson driving. She'll put up a floater, can't get it to fall off the glass, and she takes a rough fall into the wall. She'll go to the line for two. Tomorrow we'll wrap up pool play for every pool. We will have 11 games right here on court 5, the main court at IAD, as there's 6. First free throws, no good. We do appreciate our crew that we have on hand with us here in Carrollton, Texas. Chris White, Jake Stillman, Malik Carter, Jamal James, Elliot LeBlanc, Keegan Sandusky, and Luke Stillman and Lindsey D-Line. Done a great job today as the second free throw is netted by Robinson. 10-point lead for Monroe. 12 minutes and some change left. Tate works it around to the right side wing to Hudlin. Hudlin's pass nearly goes out of bounds. Back to Tate for three, and she knocks it down from the left side wing. Tate has a smooth stroke from three-point range if she gets open.
Yeah, nothing but net, and once again, we had a perfect angle at that three-pointer. Knew it was good from the get-go.
Shot off from the right wing, just a little short from Prudhomme. For Monroe, and back the other way goes Fuse. Rawls knocking it in for two from the left elbow. Fuse making a little noise with the 5-0 run. Three-point attempt from Robinson from the top of the key is short. Fuse nearly had the ball taken away there as Robinson nearly was able to go through the passing lane, but Tate has it. She'll kick it off to Gural. Gural back down low. Sets up her teammate on the left low block. Can't convert. Tate for three. Can't get it to fall. Monroe making a smart decision was Prudhomme there as she realized, well, I don't have to touch this ball. I'll just go out and we'll just get it. Other than me just trying to save it, jump into the stands. Maybe it's saved to our team, maybe it's not. She just lets it roll out. Bringing the ball up the court is Washington for Monroe. She gives it off to the right side wing to Prudhomme. Down low and putting it up and in off the glass with a nice move is Davis. He's got 6 in this half. Davis nearly taking the ball the other way. As Monroe, that's what they've done on defense. They've been able to get in passing lanes at the last second, knock the ball away, and then get great outlet passes for easy baskets. Hudlin puts a shot up. She can't get it to go. Gural, same thing, back over to Hudlin. Now taken away by D. Jones. Battling for it, and Norman's going to come away with the ball. She gets it up to Washington. Washington breaks the press. She'll kick it out for a wide open Prudhomme, who just backs it out. So let's take some time, set up the offense, and a steal by Gural. Nice play. Now she passes it to a teammate who just wasn't looking. Passing it over to Adriana Rawls. She just wasn't looking.
Yeah, missed opportunity for the Fuse there, coming off the turnover. Had an opportunity, cut into this 7-point lead. Couldn't take advantage.
And Monroe will try to build on that lead. Washington brings it up. She'll drive. Puts up a shot. She's fouled. They're going to charge Gural with the foul. 2 shots upcoming for Washington. First shot. Players checking in for both teams. And we will see these same teams tomorrow. We will see the Monroe Lady Lions at 7 o'clock here on court 5. And we will see Fuse 2 at 9:20 to wrap up their pool play in Pool H. (36-29), Monroe on top. And we're gonna get a walk, I believe. Monroe taking over off of the turnover. They're headed the other way. On the leadership of Washington, she gets it off to Norman. Over in the corner and stepping on the baseline is Griffin. Inbounding it for West Texas is Wright. She gets it into Tate. Tate sets up the offense. Calling out the play call. Now she'll drive in with an open lane. A nice dish pass to a teammate, but an air ball coming from Johnson. Monroe speeding up the floor and has a shot rejected by Tate. Nice rejection as Griffin went up for 2. Tate, shorter player, but went up and got the ball, and nice play. Tate and the Fuse trail by 7. 9 minutes and some change left. Couple of shots at the basket for Monroe. They can't convert. Tate with it out in front for the Fuse. A nice outlet pass to Adriana Rawls, and she goes hard into the deck. She'll have 2 shots upcoming. Referees settle everything due to check in here in between free throws. It's going to be Niecy Brown and Amber Sellers for Monroe. And they'll come in. Coming out will be Laura Norman and Griffin.
Feels like it's been a 7-point advantage for Monroe for a long time now.
It has been. See if they can get it down to 6 here. And you jinxed them into making the free throw there.
Is it a jinx if I help them?
Well, I don't know what it is. Whatever you want to call it. Rawls makes the free throw, cuts it to 6. Jones on the other end can't convert. Tries at it again, a little too long. Coming down with the board is Tate. Tate running the other way. Gives it off. A deep 3 and knocked down. A big time shot from Hudlin.
1 possession game.
We've got a ball game. Left side wing over to the top of the key. Washington gives off to Sellers. Sellers. Push is going to be called against Fuse, number 2. West Texas team number 2, Fuse. They had the lead in the early part of the first half, gave it up to Monroe. It's been Monroe leading ever since. Monroe's lead is just to 3 now, as they missed the shot there. And the ball is going to go off of Monroe. And don't look now, but the West Texas Fuse number 2 team has a chance to tie this game with a 3-point shot. Just hit a 3.
Wide open.
Was Hudlin. That one not going in. Great look at the basket. And back the other way, making it look easy is Niecy Brown. Drives coast to coast, puts it up off the glass with a nice touch. Tate Has it at the top of the key. She swings it. Now she'll have it. Gets it open 3 for Johnson. Johnson too short. Nisi Brown with the board. She'll give it off to Washington. Washington presses across the floor. She has Sellers open on the right side of the wing. Never saw her. She's fouled. And Monroe's coach has won free throws. She was definitely not shooting. Dribbling the ball does not count as a shot. And Monroe will have it on the inbound. Get it inbound to Nisi. And Nisi Brown tied up for a jump ball. Arrow favors West Texas Fuse. And Fuse will take over. Down 5. Get it into Tate. Tate, the leading scorer on the night for the Fuse. She's got it at the top of the key, gives it down low. And now we're going to have, it would have probably been a jump ball, but thrown out of bounds by Nisi Brown on the floor, trying to get it to another teammate. The jump ball would have favored Monroe. Off of Monroe, though, and here with the second chance is Fuse. Floater in the lane, doesn't fall for Rawls. Here comes Nisi Brown. She can't get that layup to fall. Yeah, go the other way. 7 minutes approaching on the clock. Just get the ball out of the trap, and here's Hudlin for 3, a deep 3, NBA range. She can't get it to fall. Rebound battled for. Great job by Garrell. Ashley Garrell to keep it alive. She'll drive in. She's fouled for 2. Great hustle by Garrell. Keeping that play alive, Michael.
Yeah, she almost got in trouble there when she was driving into the paint, in danger of carrying the ball, but kept her composure and was able to get to the rim.
First free throw on its way, and nothing but net. Smooth stroke. Got the lead back to a 1-possession game, but timeout will be called by the Fuse. With 6:49 left to go here in the second half at the PrimeTime 2014 National Championships. This is the 11th and 12th grade girls division. Pool play for day 1. First game for both of these two teams, first and final game of the day. They'll play 2 more tomorrow at 7:20 and 9:20. We'll have both these teams for you again tomorrow here on Court 5. And it looks like we're ready to go here for the free throw. Both teams with nice sections for fans here. Best fan support we've seen here all day on Court 5. Burrell can cut it to 3 with this free throw. And nothing but net, just like the first one. She knocks him down. She's 2 for 2. Sellers handling the ball. This is her first time bringing the ball up the court. She tries a layup too hard. Nisi Brown with the board. She can't get the second attempt to go. And the outlet pass from Garrell to Tate. And Tate tries to feed. Tried to just squeak it in there to Whitfield. Just wouldn't happen. Sellers will inbound it to Prudhomme. Back to Sellers now. Sellers running the point guard duties. As I say that, Quill Robinson gets up off the bench. Sellers for 3, and that's going to be an air ball too short. And here comes Robinson along with Davis, Jones, and that's going to be all they bring it. 2 in, 2 out. Tate, who's played the entire game for the Fuse, brings the ball up the floor. Kicks it off to the left side, wing 3, that's too short. Brown. Knocked to the floor, but no foul call there. Right side wing. Prudhomme drives and Tate knocks the ball out of bounds. We've reached under 6 minutes now. 3-point ball game. Monroe leading, hanging on to their 3-point lead that they've had since the middle of the first half. Inbounding is Prudhomme. She'll get it into Robinson. Robinson sets up. And a nice shot attempt, but not getting it to fall is Davis. Doesn't get the kind roll. Whitfield nearly loses it. 3 in the corner, launched by the Fuse, and no good. Robinson with the board, she presses it. She doesn't have numbers, 2 on 3. She doesn't care. She puts a floater up and in, and extends the lead to 5. Tate walks it up the floor. Her team trails by 5. She gets it off her right side wing 3. And Michael, the Fuse have started to settle for a lot of 3-point shots. Now they've made some.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot more threes launched from the Fuse, but I mean honestly, 5 minutes left. It's not like they've had a whole lot of success inside the 3-point line.
Yeah, they haven't. They have had success from 3-point range, just on the last couple of trips that came up empty. Down low, Davis gets the miss from Robinson, and she converts and extends the lead to 7. And if you're the Fuse, you need some points and need them fast here. And there they are, a big 3-point basket by Green. 42-38. Monroe holding on to the lead. Robinson walking it up the floor, approaching 4.5 minutes. Robinson directing traffic. Now she'll drive in, puts up a floater, and she'll head to the line for 2. Matt Reynolds alongside Michael Knight here at the 2014 Primetime National Championships. We'll be here all weekend here on the main court, Court 5 at the IAD. First free throw from Robinson is missed. Tomorrow we'll begin at 9:10 sharp here at Court 5. And our last game will run all the way through into the 10 o'clock hour. 12 full hours of basketball here at the IAD in Carrollton, Texas. Second free throw is made by Robinson. Make it 43-38 Monroe. Driving in is Tate. She dribbles it off her feet. Jones gets it, gives it up to Robinson, and Robinson with a nice pass, setting up her teammate Davis for the easy 2. And Fuse need a timeout. They'll take one. 4:06 to go here. Monroe, every time the Fuse has gotten within striking range, has pushed that lead back out. It's now to 45-38.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for the Fuse. I mean, like you mentioned, every time they get within striking distance, every time they make it, a 4 or 5 point game, Monroe is right there with an answer. And I mean, at this point, I think it's safe to say that Monroe is just the better team.
Monroe definitely, they're very athletic, and they've proved they're fast. There's not a girl on their team that doesn't have a lot of speed. They like to get out and run. They've done so, whereas the Fuse, they've gotten out and ran a little bit at times, but more times than not, they like to slow it down. They shoot a lot of threes. Both teams have shot their number of threes here in this game. Fuse may need to start shooting some more, and hopefully for them, they hope they can knock some more down. Hudlin with it here. She's had a 3 on the night. She gives it over to Green, who just had a 3. She'll shoot another. Just off. Tate taps it to a teammate and up and in. A nice hustle play there by Tate to get it to her teammate. Robinson drives the right side. She'll drive in, nearly stripped by Tate. She puts up a shot. It's an air ball into the hands of Davis, and Davis goes up for 2. She's fouled. She'll head to the line with 3 minutes, 25 seconds left here at the IAD Court 5. One of 2 courts just left playing here tonight in the first day of pool play. We're playing, this game is in Pool H. First game of Pool H. The other game has already wrapped up between the other 2 teams in Pool H, which are the AMS Warriors and the Texas Lady Tigers 2015. Monroe's Davis at the line. Takes a few dribbles, fires it up, and nothing but net. Monroe with the 6-point lead. Now that they look to apply pressure. Tate breaks it pretty easily. And they'll have an open shot and one opportunity as Johnson knocks it up and in off the glass. And that could be what they needed, Michael. If they can get this free throw, it's back down to 3.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is Monroe will get the ball after the free throw. And we've seen that every time the Fuse makes a run, Monroe has an answer.
So far they have. 3:18 to go here. It's going to be interesting to see if the Fuse can get a big stop and then follow that up with the bucket. And Robinson drives, she's fouled. Davis went 1 of 2 from the line on her last trip. Here comes Robinson. If she goes 1 of 2, then Fuse have a chance to gain a little points on them at the other end. That's what you got to hope for here, and Robinson brings the first one. Second free throw coming after some subs. Coming in, Skiera home, and setting down will be Griffin. Second free throw from Robinson, up and in. 2 big free throws for her, and Monroe extends their lead back to 5. And just like that, a costly turnover when you can't afford to have turnovers. The Fuse pass was just a little too long. Now they'll have to pressure here. 3:08, they get a steal. A steal by Tate, deflected up from her. She gets a steal, but can't convert on the bucket. She had a prime opportunity, 2-on-1 there. Can't convert on the bucket, and with 2:59, Monroe wants a timeout. Their coaching staff wasn't happy with that inbounds being stolen away by Tate. Tomorrow we'll end pool play, and Saturday we will begin bracket play here at the IAD, where they have turned the lights out of 3 of the courts now.
Yeah, this game is dragging by a lot.
It's been a pretty long game. Started at 9:20. We've gone over the hour mark, nearing 10:30. Not a lot of foul calls. Dee Jones gets the inbound, and she'll drive the length of the court, puts up a shot. It's an air ball. Davis tries to save it. She can't do so. And there's a stop that the Fuse needed. Now they need some points. 2:54 to go. They can't get the ball to Tate. She nearly touched it right as it went out of bounds. That would have been all bad news for the Fuse. It was knocked away by Monroe, and then she nearly tried to save it before realizing that it was off on the defender. Get it in. Need to cross half court here. Do so with ease. Robinson guarding closely. Driving, puts a bucket up and in, and a big shot.
And a steal.
And Rolls back-to-back buckets. It's only a 1-point lead for Monroe. Tate's gonna get called for the foul. Big time plays by Rawls, back-to-back to cut this lead to 1. Monroe leading by 1, clinging on to a 1-point lead here. The Primetime National Championships, Pool H, first game. And final game of the day here for Pool H. They'll play 2 more tomorrow to wrap up pool play before we go into bracket play on Saturday and Sunday. Monroe inbounds it. She nearly lost the ball. Oh, they're going to give it. Luckily for Monroe, the referee's going to say, my bad on the pass. They get it into Robinson. Under 2.5 minutes to go. Monroe leads by 1. Robinson looking for her opening. She puts up a shot. It's too long. Rebounded. Fought for. Davis had it. She puts up a shot. Can't get it to fall. And the Fuse comes away with a stop. Here's their chance. Down 1. Tate driving. She dribbles it off her leg. And Robinson takes it the other way quickly. She's got numbers. Robinson puts up the floater. She's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on Rawls. Robinson headed to the line, where she's 2 of 2 on the night. Needs both of these free throws to ensure that the Fuse could not take the lead unless it happened to come off of a 4-point play. Just under 2 minutes left. And she knocks down the first one. Second free throw.
Huge for Monroe here to make it a 3-point game.
Very big. Because the Fuse has shown they can hit outside shots, and they do make it a 3-point game. So now if the Fuse happens to knock down one of those outside shots, it's just a tie game instead of them trailing by 1.
And full court pressure.
Get it into Tate, the best ball handler for the Fuse. She breaks it. Now she nearly falls. Catches her balance. She's got to get it to an open teammate. She does. Green wide open. She knocks down the 3, and we've got a tie game at 50 with 1:40 to go. A big shot from the right wing.
Gets the steal.
And a steal. She blitzes the layup. Are they going to call a foul? I believe they call a foul here.
Yeah, they called a foul immediately after the steal.
Big turnaround here, and the Fuse has all the momentum riding with them. 50 to 50. Ball will be inbounded by Parks. Parks coming up with back-to-back big plays. And the Fuse has broke through for so long. Every time they would make a run, Monroe would be right there to answer. See if they can take the lead for the first time since the 10-minute mark in the first half. Parks puts up a floater, and an out, can't get it. Rebound battle for it. Monroe's going to come down with it, but throws it back to Parks. Parks with an inside pass, and up and in off the glass is Johnson. And the Fuse takes their first lead since the 10-minute mark in the first half, 52 to 50. Monroe driving in. Sellers can't get anything to go. Shot put back up, can't get it to fall. Teammates fighting over the ball. She goes to the floor, and they're going to call a jump ball. Jump ball favors Monroe. I was thinking we might get a travel call there if she fell to the floor with the ball. But we'll get the jump ball call. Monroe hold on to it. Down 2. Timeout for Monroe. 1:04 to go. By far, this has been the most competitive game that we've had all day. Took us 10 games, but we've got one that's going to the wire here. Just over a minute and change to go. 2-point game.
It's also the longest game that we've had. Started at 9:15 or so.
It's gone about an hour and 25 now. And Monroe will break out. Inbounding the ball will be Antwine. Works it in, gets it down on the right low block. Shot up and in, and a big shot tying the game back up is from home. Under a minute to go, tied at 52. Driving. Tate puts it up from the free throw line. She's too short. Rebounded. Sellers with it. 45 seconds to go. Tie game at 52. Sellers driving, puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound battled for Davis. She falls to the floor, and they're going to call a travel. And Monroe fans not happy with that call. 52 all. 36 seconds to go here. They try to get it in, and they're going to call a foul on Monroe. The foul's going to go against Antwine. The referee's waiting, checking at the scores table. I imagine they're checking on fouls if they're headed to the free throw line yet or not. 52 all. We remain tied with 35 seconds to go. Matt Reynolds alongside Michael Knight here at the Primetime National Championships. And the ref warns Monroe's coach before giving him a technical, tells him the next time he's teeing him up. Fuse gets it inbounds. Need to get it across half court. Tate does so. She's got an opportunity here. Tate with the three from the left side wing. It's too short. Monroe tied up with Johnson. And there's Johnson for the Fuse. And home for Monroe. Tied up with it. Ball will stay with Fuse with 24 seconds on the clock. 24.5. Parks will inbound. She gets it into Hudlin. Hudlin drives in. Back over to Parks. Parks pump fake. She'll drive. Now she tries to give it back to Hudlin. It's intercepted. And going the other way is Prudhomme, who's got 10 seconds. Left wing to Sellers. Sellers pulls up for two. She can't get it to fall. Rebound to Davis. She puts it up and in with 5 seconds. And the Fuse will call a timeout with 3.7 seconds. What a big basket by Davis.
What a putback by Monroe. And at this point, if you're the Fuse, I mean, look, you got to give the ball to Tate, right?
Yeah, that's got to go to Tate, but you got to think if you're Monroe, that's who I'm telling, look, double teamer.
And honestly, here late in the game, Aaliyah Parks has played pretty good.
She stepped up. I would have to agree with you on that. The biggest thing is they've got to get it across the half-court line. If Monroe pressures at all, it's going to be tough to get it across the half-court line with 3.7 seconds left.
It's going to go really fast.
Here we go.
All 10
First game in Pool H, coming down to the wire, 54-52. Monroe leading by 2 points. Fuse will inbound. Parks will be the inbounder. Down 2. Parks gets it inbounds to Tate. She's got to go quickly. Pass up to a teammate. Shot is no good. It's not in time.
It wouldn't have counted either.
Monroe is going to hang on to it, and they will win our final game of the night here in Pool H by 2. 54-52 off of Jamira Davis's putback, which was key throughout the game. Their offensive rebounding skills, Michael, and they get the nice win here in Pool H in a tight game.
That's a nice way to end things here in day one. It's been an exciting day. We had several blowouts, but we had some competitive games, and this was a nice way to end day number 1. Looking forward to starting tomorrow.
Tomorrow should be fun. We have 11 games tomorrow on the slate starting at 9:10 a.m. Look for us back here on the Primetime Sports Network. For Michael Knight, I'm Matt Reynolds. We'll be back tomorrow. Join us at 9:10 a.m.